World Trade Center was extremely challenging um, for me because we, at that time, I lived on 16th Street and they blocked at 14th Street from 14th Street down, so 2 blocks. So for the people that don't live in New York City, it takes about a minute walk uh, for each block. So they blocked off 14th Street and then 15, 16, and that's where I live. And they completely blocked it out. And it was really, really challenging during this 9/11 because I'm at the park, so I wanted to talk the difficulty about 9/11, and it's challenging. It's not just challenging for us; it's challenging for everyone else because one of my dearest friend, uh, I'm not gonna cry. One of my dearest friend, Pat Brown, who was he was in FDNI, NY. He was in the Marine. He trained karate with me. He was also a yogi. He actually we couldn't find his body, and I think they finally just di- like I don't know what the word is, that like diagnosed, and that they finally said that that was his. And so I missed him because whenever we finished doing karate or things like that, he would always say, "How's Grace?" Grace was I think maybe uh, like really young, because I trained karate. Yeah, this is my craziness. I trained karate 3 days before Grace was born. I took fight class. I'm just out of my mind. And I did talk to the my obstetrician, and she said, "Well, that's what you do. That's what you do." And so I took fight class. I did karate, do yoga. So that's what I did. That's what I did. And so I miss Patty, and that's his full name is Patrick Brown, and so whenever I see his fire engine, there's a tear eye in my, and there's in 9/11 museum, his helmet was there. So during his memorial, he was at St. Patrick Cathedral, and my kids go there. Like my super happy after kids, we go there after we go to Lego. It's I still remember it as if it was yesterday. He was so that's about World Trade Center. So I don't go visit, even though I live in New York. I don't go visit that often because my heart is always heavy whenever I go there. But I want to talk to you about World Trade Center, though. I used to go there almost like every other day, and because I used to live in Jersey City, so I would take a path and to go to New York City. And one thing that amazing of like whatever you want to call a miracle of God, the universe. There's a church across the street. I think I mentioned that at and it's St. Paul. This is where George Washington. Uh, George Washington was a member. As a matter of fact, they have a cubicle for George Washington. So that building, like in the olden days, they also have a cemetery. The headstone, none of it was shaken by 9/11. What happened? The whole place was still intact. So you can call it miracle of God, the miracle of universe, the power of God, whatever you want to call it. But that building still lasts forever there. So that's one of the major things. The building itself now was so beautiful, that the way that they did it. And would I rather have the Twin Tower? Wish you were here. Absolutely. And I wouldn't want to trade it because it's like over 2,000 people died. And it was a painful time for New Yorkers. There's not a single New Yorker that's not gone to a funeral or a wake of someone. And I think that of all of us, we need to. I don't understand how human can be so evil, right? What happened to the Holocaust? What happened to 9/11? What happened to all the country that when a dictator took over? I never understand that, or I never could understand that. But as a human being, I think that's why super happy healthy kids. We try to work so hard to teach these kids to be a better human being. So World Trade Center means a lot to me. Not only that it was shut down, it was so sad because Grace was born at St. Vincent Hospital, where 12th Street, literally 4 minutes walk. Even though like I had a midwife, Grace was born there. It was so sad seeing this picture of all the doctors and nurses waiting to see to help people, and not a single person showed up because they were all perished in the bomb. So every pictures always haunt me, at that time period. And yes, of course, it changed into Italy, one of my favorite Italian places there. A lot of things have, it's better. But like I said, I would rather have them there, and I wish that the building would be there. I'll be going in and out the path. There's a transit. So in New York City, there's a subway. There's a PATH train from Jersey City to come in here. And then there's also New Jersey Transit, so people can come in. And of course, there's Amtrak, There's Amtrak. And there's other things, there are buses to go. So I think the hustle and the bustle of World Trade Center, I wish it would be here, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And then like, share, comment, and subscribe some more. So look at this gorgeous building, right? And look at that. And see, if I move it up, this is what used to be September 11th. And I know I'm making a fast circle, but remember I told you, behind it where the church is, it was the only church that stayed intact. Okay, it didn't even no windows were broken. So whether you believe in miracle, whether you believe in whatever, but no, nothing. So this, welcome to New York City. I'm gonna go inside so you guys can see how gorgeous that they really work hard in making. This is 50 Church Street. It's called the Oculus World Trade Center Mall. Now it becomes a mall. And they used to have a flag. They don't have a flag anymore. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see the amazing building. So when you come to New York, definitely go World Trade Center at the Oculus and have a mall. Tons of food. I'm going to go up this way. So, and if you go to Italy, go have their prosciutto bread. Prosciutto and provolone bread. And isn't that amazing? So there you go. It's just gorgeous, right? All around. I just think, it's absolutely breathtaking. My sister-in-law didn't want to come. I told her, you must go. Because once you see it, it's like, whoa. It's like, look at that. It's like you go in, you open the door, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Just absolutely breathtaking. I could never, there's certain things like Switzerland or this, could never have enough of it. I'm sorry for all the people that pass, but this is one of my favorite places in New York City. So the church behind me is actually St. Paul, when there was September 11th, and I'm going to turn around so you guys can see. I know, look, see around there, right? But when the whole building fell off because of 9/11, this church is the only church for 200 years old that kept standing. See that church? But now it's fully gated. And in the olden days, they put their people were buried there. It's a little bit on the spooky side, but anyway. So those are the church. That's the only church that's standing. It's called St. Paul, and I think it's incredible, right? And it's totally almost like the seven wonders. You know, you don't know what happened, and it's just amazing that it did happen. And like I said, if you go around here, if I turn around and look, and that was the almost like the twin towers were behind me. I used to go here all the time when I need to, but now it's they built that. That's like almost like the little rib cage, and it's really nice. And here, see the church. So it's so fitting that this street is on Church Street and Fulton. So the name of the church is St. Paul, and it's located on Church Street and Fulton. This is where I'm from the back that I'm going through, and yeah, there's a lot of street food, and I think a hot dog stand, you name it, you see, and they all have lights on. It's like 24/7. I mean, I love New York for what it is because it's a town that never sleeps. And that's the church at the back. So all the buildings surrounding it went kaput, except for that church. So I would call it like the miracle of New York City, or miracle of the world, or whatever you want to call it. But something works, right? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And then like, share, comment, and subscribe some more.